Hello students, welcome to the next class of our ecosystem. We have already learned about the pond ecosystem from the previous module, and now we will move on to the next part of this ecosystem, right? So our next part we will deal with the productivity. So as you can see, what is the meaning of the word productivity? Means what is getting produced. In our ecosystem, there are lots of things which are actually getting produced. But what is getting produced, how it is getting produced, and who all are actually the part of the ecosystem who all are producing this. This is all we will learn in this particular class of productivity. So let me first define you what is the meaning of productivity. As I have mentioned over here, what is the meaning of productivity? It is the rate of the production of organic matter. Now when we talk about the organic matter, we need to be very careful about that. What is the organic matter getting produced? So here the organic matter is actually the starch or the food which is produced by the plants. These are the organic matter which is produced, and yes, of course, over here the most important participation or the who all are participating in this production is the green plants or the autotrophs. So when we talk about productivity, it is actually the rate of production. That means how much it is produced. That means the time over here it will come into consideration, the rate of production of organic matter, and organic matter is actually produced by these plants. Okay, so plants, because of that they are also known as autotrophs, right? And organic matter produced per unit area. So this is the definition of the productivity. Now moving forward to this productivity, there are two categories of productivity. One is the primary productivity, another one is the secondary productivity, right? So when we talk about the primary productivity, this primary word comes from the particular thing, that means the first where this particular production is taking place. So this particular production is actually carried by the autotrophs, right? So that's when we talk about the primary productivity, we are talking about the plants here. So plants are actually the autotrophs, and they are involved over here in producing the food for the whole part of the ecosystem. So what are they actually using for making the food? So plants, they use a kind of energy, that is the solar energy, we all of us know, and with the help of photosynthesis, and the primary productivity is actually being given by the plants. So here the plants are actually the, we can say the first the energy producing unit of the ecosystem. So plants are the first energy producing unit of the ecosystem, right? Because of that they are known as the autotrophs. We know what are the meaning of autotrophs. They are actually autotrophic. So plants are also known as autotrophic. But at the same time we find some of the autotrophic bacteria also. So not only the plants, we can also include certain bacteria, and these bacteria are mainly utilizing the chemicals. Some of the chemicals which are present where the light cannot reach, and they are utilizing these chemicals to produce their own food. They are also coming under the category of these autotrophs. So we can also give a slash and include some bacteria. And they are also autotrophs, but they are not using the solar energy, they are using the chemical energy. So because of that they are known as, these bacteria are also known as chemoautotrophs. The word chemo will be added to the autotrophs, chemoautotrophs. So here the plants utilizes the solar energy, as well as the bacteria utilizes the chemical energy in some case. So that means the production which is made by these autotrophs, which is created by these autotrophs, that is actually known as the primary productivity. It is getting synthesized. The sugar, the production over here is what? The sugar. The sugar is actually getting produced directly by the plants utilizing the solar energy in the process of photosynthesis. So this primary productivity we can abbreviate as PP. Now we move on to the secondary productivity. Secondary productivity means some of the production is also taking place in the body of the consumers. We are talking over here about the consumers who all are consuming these autotrophs. They are consuming these autotrophs. They are also not the primary consumers, they are the secondary consumers, they can be primary consumers. So this level, actually when we see that something is getting produced in the consumer's body, as we know in our body also something energy is getting produced. So some energy is getting produced. But yes, this some energy which is getting produced is actually utilized by these plants itself, by utilizing the plant's energy. So indirectly the consumers are taking the plants and they are also producing some energy in them. So this is actually what is known as the consumer level productivity, or we can say this one as a secondary productivity, which we call as SP. Secondary productivity is called as SP. They are dependent on the production of the autotrophic organisms. They are very much dependent on these plants. Because of that, they are known as the secondary productivity. So the production of the organic matter here, as we can see, they are utilizing the source of energy by the autotrophs. First of all, the production, or we can say about the making of the organic matter, is actually within the body of the producer. So producers means the plants, they are making the sugar, that is the organic part, which is actually the production going on in the plant's body. Some of the newly produced organic matter is also used as a fuel. Whatever is getting produced in the plants, that can be utilized. That we will see in the next part. And after that, what is left? We have to relate these three. So next, I will move on to the next part of this productivity, where we will do very important part over here, that is gross and the net productivity. So gross primary productivity. First is the gross primary productivity. Okay, this is abbreviated as GPP, gross primary productivity. What is the meaning of the gross primary productivity? It is somewhat we can relate with the gross income. Overall income which we do in our life, or monthly what we do. Suppose in a year how much we earn. Suppose in a month how much a person is earning. This is what we call as a gross income. So in the same manner, in a particular time, how much production is taking place in the primary productivity system is actually known as the gross productivity. So what is the important biomass which is produced? So when we talk about the gross productivity, this primary means, again we will include over here the plants. Plants being the autotrophs, they are producing the food. That means the overall amount of food which is getting produced. This we can also inform as a starch or a kind of a sugar or a glucose. So which is actually the plants are producing the overall, the whole amount of the whole amount of food getting produced by the green plants. This we can refer to as a biomass also. Biomass, the overall biomass of our ecosystem is termed as the gross primary productivity. In order to make this gross primary productivity, the energy is utilized over here, and the energy which is utilized is solar energy, right? This solar energy is actually helping the photosynthesis to carry out, right? In this case, we will see that how it is expressed. What is the unit of this gross productivity? First of all, when we talk about the amount, we need to know about the weight or the mass, biomass. When we talk about this mass, how much it is getting produced, what's the time it is required, and what is the area along which area it is produced. Suppose we take the example of a grassland, we take the example of a desert or any other terrestrial or aquatic ecosystem, within how much area it is getting produced. So here we can express this one into, if we express in the form of energy, that is energy unit, we know it is a kilocalorie per meter square, and how much it is the time over here, that is per year. So this is actually the unit of this gross primary productivity. We can also express in that. So the production which is taking place, the production is taking place of the organic matter. So this is the organic matter, we can say. How much the organic matter is getting produced. So we have to mention over here the main important gross primary productivity. Now, not only the gross primary productivity, the most other important part over here we have to know, that is the net primary productivity. Next is the net primary productivity. So this net primary productivity is actually abbreviated as NPP. Now, when this particular thing is getting produced, when this particular food or the organic matter is getting produced in our biomass, something is actually getting utilized. How it is getting utilized? The plant itself, as well as we can say the animals. So if you talk about a plant, if you talk about the animals, if you talk about the other microorganisms, all of them are actually utilizing some energy. But simply we will talk about the plant which is actually producing the food, then we come to the animals. So plant, it is producing the food, that is the biomass, as well as it is utilizing it. Where it is utilizing? It is utilizing in the process of what? Respiration. So when it is utilizing, that means some of the energy which is getting produced is actually utilized in the respiration, right? That means we are earning the money, but we are utilizing that money. Suppose I utilize that money for my food, for my shelter, and something I have in my savings account. So in the same manner, what we are actually utilizing, right? Then after that we come to the net. What is there? Net income, right? Now, this is actually what we call as a net productivity. So before this, we move on to the next part. We have to know the relation between these two. So this particular part, I think so it is clear. What is the gross and what is the net? So if we talk about the relation between these two, we have to know that NPP is equal to GPP minus respiration. So this is very much clear, I think so, students, that GPP is the total amount of biomass getting produced. Then after that, the respiration is the wasted or it is utilized in the respiration. And then what is left over, that is the net primary productivity. So this is actually the, when we talk about, suppose that GPP, if the GPP, how much it is produced is 100 kilocalorie, and suppose respiration we are utilizing 20 kilocalorie, then net PP will be obviously 100 minus 20, that is 80. So like this we can easily formulate, we can easily find out the net primary productivity of the ecosystem. And this energy, obviously it is formed in the form of a sugar, right? So this particular part we are actually acquainted with. Now the net primary productivity is the rate at which the biomass accumulates in a particular body, right? So what is accumulated in the body? It should not be confused with the total biomass, because the total biomass is actually, can also be the total, total biomass, this can also be called as a standing crop. This is important. What is the standing crop? The total biomass which is produced, that is the standing crop. The standing crop is the total biomass present in the ecosystem, and the net prime productivity of the biosphere is estimated to be something which is less, right? Less. So if it is estimated in this particular manner, we see there are very less productivity, and most of the, we can say it is utilized in this respiration. So this is all about the primary as well as the secondary productivity and GPP and NPP. Hope you have understood this video. Next we will move on to the next part of this ecosystem. Thank you.